All of you, and at the end of the day, your bodies are ultimately the teacher. So we will begin. So if you can just get in a comfortable seated position. Now, if it doesn't feel good to you, you can also sit on your shins if that is good. This is also our Sukhasana, just an easy seat. So depending on where your body is at today, feel free to move however your body is asking, but there's no right or wrong, right? So I want you to know it's not about the person next to you, it is about how you're feeling. So once you're in your seat, let's bring your palms at the top of your thighs. And I also invite you all to use this opportunity to close your eyes and just be in this present moment. Let's take a big inhale through our nose. And then open mouth, exhale. Now continue that breath, neither fast or slow. Just go as your body needs. And as you are here, start to soften, just to arrive, letting whatever is ahead of your day outside that door. Right now, it's all about you. And use this opportunity to set your intention for this class. As you inhale, start to receive the energies that we're cultivating for one another. And as you exhale, release any tension. Release energies that no longer serves you. Releasing what no longer serves purpose. As you begin to navigate around what your intentions are, let it come from your body, not your mind. Perhaps you're asking yourself, what do you need more of today? Take another breath here in through our nose, big inhale. Open mouth, exhale, letting all the air out, emptying out your lungs. Let's take a deeper inhale here through your nose, slower than last time. And as you exhale, just let it all out. Now on that next inhale, let's bring our hands together, kind of in a prayer hand in front of you, and start to rub your palms together. Up and down, circular motion. What we're going to do right now is we're just cultivating energy, the heat. Imagine a flame between your palms. Start to feel that heat gather. And then when you're ready, let's stop and let's bring and cup your hands over your eyes. Now as we begin this mini Reiki scan, let your hands remind you of your own healing. It's natural to feel pulsation, tingling, and just focus that energy that you're feeling from your hands, from your palms, as we move around our different chakra meridians. On that next inhale, move and cup your hands over your temple. Taking an inhale here and then big exhale. And just start imagining, start visioning that ball of fire, feeling the heat. Inhale, move your hands to the back of your head. And we're here just for a breath or two. Inhale, move your hands to your throat. For a couple breaths. Inhale, let's move it to our heart. And on that next inhale, let's move it down to our womb, the area right beneath our belly buttons. Again, let this just be a reminder that your hands are your own healing. On that next inhale, go ahead and relax and release your hands. And we'll move into some gentle movement into our warm-ups. So we're going to start with our neck, bringing our right ear down to our right shoulder. Chin down to our chest. Left ear, left shoulder. And then our gaze up at the ceiling. Move through a few more of those at your own pace. And as you start this warm up, think about it like moving like honey. Soft, slow, intuitive. And then don't forget to move the opposite direction. And let's come back, bringing your head back to center. Let's bring our left hand down to our side. And then we're going to bring our right hand up and over into a nice side bend stretch, allowing our side body to open up. Inhale, come back up, move over to the other side. Now, if your body starts to whisper something different, follow that instead if this isn't feeling good for you. Inhale, come back up, hands up, reaching for that ceiling. And then exhale, bringing it all back down. Next, we're gonna do a seated cat-cow. So as we inhale here, let's open up our chest. A nice little back bend as we look up. And then we exhale, caving our shoulders in, rounding out our back. Inhale, opening up our chest, gazing up. Exhale, rounding out our back, caving our shoulders in. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, gazing up, opening up our chest. And then exhale, caving back in, rounding out our spine. Inhale, come back up just to a neutral seat. Let's inhale, hands up overhead. And then exhale, cactus your arms. We're opening up our chest. Feel your shoulder blades trying to kiss behind you. Opening up our heart centers, our Anahata chakra. Inhale, let's come back up, reach up for the ceiling. And then exhale, we'll cactus those arms again, opening up our heart center. And just notice as you're here, the space that you're creating without forcing it. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, bring everything down. Hands on the top of your knees. And if you do have to move into a different seat, feel free, you're not obligated to stay in that position. So listen to your body. Next, we're going to begin our flow, our feminine flow. Here, we're going to focus on grounding and working our hips. Hips in females, in our bodies, is where we tend to hold a lot of tension, a lot of stress. And so this part of this flow is going to be helpful in releasing that tension and helping us get back and feel comfortable in our own sensuality and what it is to be a woman. So we'll move onto our mats into a tabletop position. So that here is just hands right below your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. And then once you're here, we're just going to move our hips in a circular motion, coming back and then coming forward. And I also encourage you to close your eyes so you can just really feel and visualize the movement. This is a safe space. And if it feels good, you can move into a figure 8. And just let this be a nourishing movement for you. And then be sure to move the opposite direction. And the movement here isn't really about a figure 8 or circles. It's really how your body is asking you to move. What feels good in your body right now? Maybe it's just swaying your hips side to side. And then when you feel complete, I want you guys to now bring your knees out to the width of your mats. And we're gonna move down into our child's pose. Just sinking your hips all the way down to the mat as far as you're able to. And then you're gonna reach all the way to the tops of your mat, resting your forehead on your mat. And then as you're here, you're just breathing in. As you inhale, you're lengthening your spine. And as you exhale, you're just dropping deeper into the posture. So as you inhale here, you're lengthening, and then exhale, letting things sink down. No tension in your head, let it rest on the mat. And let the mat support you. You're lengthening your spine and just melting into the mat. And then untuck your toes. There you go. And then as you breathe, just letting your breath take you down deeper. And then just feeling your spine lengthen. Use this time to come back to your intention for class. As we inhale, we lengthen, and then exhale, we release. And again, there's something powerful about our breath that just naturally happens. Let breath and gravity pull you closer to the mat. Feel supported. Let's take a cleansing breath here in through our nose, and then open mouth, exhale. And then from here, let's tuck our toes, and then we're gonna push up and back into downward facing dog. Yep, just push up. And then if you need to take, maybe bring your feet a little bit closer. And if you need to take a bend in your knees to bring your hips up and back, right? And then letting your head grow heavy, pedal out your feet. You're okay. Oh my gosh, yeah, no problem. And we won't be here for too long. So here, let's inhale, look forward, and then let's walk to the tops of our mats. Taking your time, we're just waking up our energy as we stand here in our forward fold. Is inhale, halfway lift. And as you're in this halfway lift, keeping your back flat, you can keep your hands on your shins or on your thighs. But this is our halfway lift. And then we exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up. Rise up, lift up, reaching for that ceiling. Palms facing each other. Exhale, lower down into our Tadasana, which is our mountain pose. We're just going to run through this a few more times just to get that grounding and our footing, and just for us to get in another way for us to be present So we'll inhale here, hands up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, hands all the way up. And then exhale, Tadasana. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale, hands up. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, taking your time, hands up to the sky. And then exhale, Tadasana, hands down to our side. Inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna bring our hands all the way down to the mat. And then we're gonna bring our right foot back into a low lunge. And then once you're here, you can bring your back leg all the way down to the mat. As you see here, the front, the foot flat behind you, and just feeling stable here in your posture. You can also make it so that your legs are tracking like a train track to give you a little bit more stability. If being parallel to one another doesn't work, you can bring your leg out just a bit in the back. Same with the front. So here again, we're working on our grounding, and now we worked on our grounding. We're now moving up to our sacral and our heart chakras. And so here we're gonna just sink in deeper into this lunge. So as you're breathing into it, again, allowing your breath to guide you. So it shouldn't be painful, but there should be some discomfort, because in discomfort is where we grow and we learn about ourselves. So as we're here, you may use the mat and use your hands if you need support, if this is giving you too much sensation. But we're just gonna be here for a moment. And again, closing your eyes and just focused on your body, not worrying what you look like. And from here, wherever you're at, go ahead and walk your left foot out to the edge of your mat. And we're gonna come in, bringing our hands down. We're moving into lizard. And let me just move this so if you can see me. So using, again, your back leg, still extended. Here you're just coming down deeper into your hip, and then using your hands for support. You can also go on your fingertips if that is better, but you still have a straight back. And lizard is a place to explore the sensation. We're not forcing it. You're gonna feel a lot of things, but just begin to soften your hips and just let them melt forward. Inhale, creating space through your chest. And as you exhale, softening into your hips. Let's inhale, slowly come up, taking your time, being gentle. We were just holding that posture for a bit. tucking your back toe, and then we're gonna just bring our left leg back into downward facing dog. It doesn't have to look pretty. Let's just meet back. Downward facing dog. We're only here for a moment. Pedal out your feet and your heels and knees. So from here, we're gonna inhale, lift your right leg up behind you, and then you're gonna bring it forward into that low lunge. And then letting your back knee drop. And that's totally okay, however you get there, knee back. And then we're in this low lunge. Perfect, yes. Low lunge here again. We're just here for our breath, right? So your back leg is supporting you. You're using your front leg, using that strength to keep you upward. And again, if you need to train track your legs and your feet to give you that stability, feel free to do that. And we're just here for a few breaths. So close your eyes and just feel the sensation, acknowledge the sensations that you are feeling. Just take a few more breaths. And then on that next inhale, go ahead and walk your right foot out to the edge of your mat. And then we're gonna sink really low, and then we're coming back into our lizard, bringing your hands to the inside of your feet. And then making any adjustments that you need to. Think about and envision the top of your head all the way down to your leg as if it's one continuous slide. And we're here. We will hold this for a moment. And again, allowing your breath to guide you, to support you. And again, we're exploring the sensations. We're not forcing anything. Letting your breath guide you into this movement. As your hips start to melt down, it should just be enough to feel the stretch in your inner thigh. So inhale, tuck your toes. Taking your time, and then we're gonna push up into our downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. And I think we all deserve a little bit of child's pose here. So coming down to your knees, sitting all the way back, and then bringing everything down to the mat, allowing your forehead to rest on the mat. And if it's better, you can also do like this, so you have a little bit of, yeah. I know we worked our hips just a little bit here, but that is intentional and a way for us to just release that tension. Let's inhale here, slowly come up. Tuck your toes in, and then we're gonna push our way up into Malasana, which is our yogi squat. Perfect. So here, make the adjustments to however wide you need to bring your feet out, however it's comfortable. And then we bring our hands to heart center. We have a tendency to want to lean forward, but imagine this like imaginary wall behind you. So we're lengthening our spine, using our elbows to open up our hips. And then closing our eyes, using our breath. And as you start to build some movement, start swaying side to side, rocking side to side. And let your breath bring you to the center, putting you into your hips. This is where our creativity lives. We have no sharp edges. Think sensual. Think safety. This is your creative center. Let's inhale here, slowly come out. We're gonna push our way out, come all the way to a stance. And then let's move our, pedal out our feet, standing up. You're gonna feel a lot of the, in your hips, so, and that's normal. We're gonna do one more, which is my favorite, which is the goddess pose. So we're gonna take a wider stance out here, however you're comfortable, toes facing the corners of your mat. You guys can actually, let's face this way so you have the mat to use. And so as you're here, let's inhale, hands up overhead. And then as we exhale, we're gonna come down and we're just gonna come into, in other words, it's like a wide squat. But this is our goddess pose. Bringing our hands to heart center. You're gonna feel a little bit of burn here, and that's okay. That discomfort is what's going to make you stronger. It's building up, we're building up heat. What we're gonna do now with every breath, we're gonna pulse down and up, down and up, down and up. Continue this for 5 more breaths. And taking your time, there's no need to rush anything. Just go at your own pace. You guys are doing good. And then for any, if you want anything additional, you can come down much lower. It's really not about strength in this posture. It is about your presence in the posture. Burning just a little bit. Last one. Let's come up, straighten out our legs, hands up overhead. And then exhale, bringing them back down. And then just coming to our Tadasana. That was a burner, yes. But it's with purpose. And again, like I mentioned, like for us, we hold that in our hips. we hold a lot of things in our hips. And the more we nurture, the more we move it, that energy becomes unblocked, right? When we look at our chakras. So that is a good reminder if you need to just fix something or just need a release, get into Goddess. And you know how that already felt. You can feel it in your hips. That is, another way to do that. So you guys did good, especially for all the beginners. So I love seeing that with all of you. So good news is the rest of our practice will be on the mat. We will be transitioning into more of a yin for the remainder of the class, where it is still gentle postures, but a lot of healing incorporated into it. And we will be holding it just a little bit longer than we had earlier today. So let's find our way back down to the mat. And then we'll come to the back end. And we're gonna come all the way down on our bellies. And we're gonna set up for our Sphinx and our supported cobra. So once you're all the way down, let's bring our elbows in. So bringing your hands right below your shoulders, elbows to your chest. And then we're just gonna slowly come up into cobra. And it's not all the way up here, but it's just little baby cobra. We're focusing on our heart and our womb connections. Come all the way down and relax and release. Let's inhale, we'll push up again into baby cobra. And just hold it. And then exhale, release. Inhale for one last baby cobra. And then exhale, release. Next, we are going to set up for Sphinx. So for Sphinx pose, we're just going to come down on our forearms with our elbows still in alignment with our shoulders. And you're just going to lift up your chest. And with every inhale here, you start to feel the expansion within your shoulders, as if you're trying to get your shoulder blades to touch. And then every time you exhale, you're just bringing back that softness into your body. So exhale, release, come all the way down, resting your forehead and just letting your body relax. Come all the way down. We'll inhale again, pushing up into Sphinx. And as you're here, just think about a little, maybe you're getting a little bit more of a back bend here. No tension in your neck. And as you here, start to feel your heart and your womb center begin to breathe with one another. Inhale, go ahead and let go. Come all the way down, back to the mat. And then here, release your hands and arms and bring them down to your sides so that you're just resting And then coming to your right ear, resting on your right ear, yes. And then when you're ready, push your way, and we're just gonna flip over onto our backs and just being gentle in getting repositioned in that way, just laying back on your, flat on your back. And as we move into our yin healing part of our practice, we're going to really just allow gravity to take over. And your only job is to just fall into shape. So bringing the soles of your feet together, bending your knees, and then soles together as we move into butterfly. Yep. Yep. So feet together, and then just allowing things to fall. Yeah. Foot together. And then you can bring the heel as close to your pelvic area if that feels better to you. Or if it's not, you can bring them as farther down as you need to. So just bring your feet together. Yeah. Yes. And then you can bring it down as far down here if that feels good, or you can bring them up closer, just wherever it feels good for your hips. And I want you guys to breathe into this posture. With every exhale, maybe your knees are dropping farther down. The intention you set at the beginning of class, go back to that. What is it that your body needs more of? Soften your jaws, soften your belly, and just soften into your thoughts. Feel the support of your mat. Just take a cleansing breath here in through our nose. Open mouth, exhale. Just let it go. Slowly extend your left leg out. Taking your time, being gentle with your body. Then I want you to grab your right knee, pull that knee in, hug it towards your chest. And just breathing into it. On that next breath, maybe pull that knee off to the side as if you're trying to dig it into your armpit. So bringing in and then just breathe in as you go deeper. Yeah, so we're gonna bring it in and then out. We breathe in and then okay, and take one last inhale here through your nose and then open mouth, exhale. Release that leg and grab the other side as we do and make the same movement. Grabbing your left leg and then just bringing it in and then out. Keeping your shoulders on the mat. Yes. And so we're going to bring it out and then in. We're going to bring it out and then in. We'll bring it out and then in. Okay, let me help you. We're going to bring it out and in. Go ahead and relax your hands and arms down and let me do it for you. All right, let's release slowly, extending both your legs all the way down. Bending your knees, let's windshield wiper your knees back and forth. So bending your knees, keeping them on the floor, and then we'll just windshield wipe back and forth. Keeping your shoulders onto the mat and just feeling a lot of that release in your lower back. And then let's come and bring our knees back up. Feet flat on the mat. Yep, keeping your knees bent. Just keeping your knees bent up, yes. And then let's take our right hand, grab for our left knee, and then we're just gonna bring both our legs over into our side supine twist. So, yep, so exactly how we have it here. Yes, and then if it feels better for you guys, you can also extend the leg that's on the mat, or you can still bend it. or keep it bent if that feels good. And then we're gonna look opposite side of how we're stretching. And then as you're here, try to keep your shoulders onto the mat. And just allowing your breath to help you fall into this twist deeper. And as you're here, try to keep your we'll be here for just a few more breaths. Let's inhale here through our nose, open mouth, exhale. And then on that next inhale, let's bring it all the way back to center and let's switch sides now. Taking our time, being gentle. And as you're here, trying to keep both shoulders on the mat. Maybe you're extending your right arm out to the side, if that feels good to on your shoulders. So we're just doing the other side now. Yeah. The other side, yes. And if it feels, like I said, you can also extend your arm out if that feels good to you. And again, I want you guys to explore what feels good in your body. If it feels good to extend your arm out. See if it good. If that feels good on your shoulders. See if you can extend your arm out. If that feels good, then you can just come down. There we go. Let your mat support you. Let your mat and the earth beneath you hold you. Let's inhale here through our nose, open mouth, exhale. Go ahead and release, extend both your legs. Just taking your time here. Slowly coming out of the pose. You can slowly come out of it, taking your time. Just taking your time, coming out, being gentle with your body. We warmed up our Reiki hands at the beginning of our class. Let's reactivate our fire, our energy. So bringing your hands to heart center. Beginning to make circular motions, rubbing your hands back and forth, creating heat between your palms. You should start to feel the heat, the warmth, the pulsing. On that next inhale, let's move our palms and our hands over the crown of our head. We are going to start just balancing out our chakras. And as you're here, begin to imagine that golden fire, that warmth. Imagine it swirling at the top of your crown. And wherever your hands are, let your breath travel wherever your hand guides it. So we're breathing into our crown chakra. Let's slowly move down to our third eye, which is right between our eyebrows. Okay, we're just holding here. You're cultivating that energy, keeping that flame lit and in line. And with every point that we land on, just bring your awareness to that. Focus your energy within that chakra, because your awareness is what invites the healing. Let's move our hands down to our throat chakra. And as we look at self-healing, it does work by softening. receiving and trusting. You allow it rather than controlling it. Let's move down to our Anahata, our heart chakra. Your hands act as a bridge for healing, intention, and breath. Hand placements that we are just practicing now, it deepens our own self-awareness. And over time, you begin to feel your own energy patterns and respond with more compassion. Let's move down to our solar plexus, right above our navel. And once you are here, breathe into that softness. Breathe into your creativity. And breathe in and accept your feminine energy. Now let's inhale here and move down to our Muladhara chakra, our root chakra. And before we move into our last part of our session today, feel free to take happy baby, any posture, any movement you'd like to take. Happy baby is just simply bringing your knees up, grabbing the outside parts of your feet. This is another good way to release. Or you can simply just hold the knees kind of like a butterfly. So if you want to try happy baby, just grabbing your outside of your feet, and then just letting things fall. Yeah. And grabbing your ankles is totally fine, and it's just a matter of just to lift, and then you can also rock back and forth, getting some movement on your lower back. Yeah, and if you're not able to, you can just also hold your knees. Yes. Cool. Yep. You can also bring up and out and holding your ankles or wherever it's comfortable for you. Yeah. I'm just rocking back and forth. Yeah. If that's too much, yeah, just hold here. Just let me guide you. There you go. Just relax your hands. Go ahead and release and extend your legs out in front of you. Feel free to take up space as we move into our Savasana. So you can bring your feet out to the width of your mat. Hands down to your side, palms facing up. Savasana is oftentimes the most hardest pose to be in as we practice stillness. We are going to be in Savasana for quite some time. So begin to just picture yourself bathed in a soft yellow gold glow. And imagine that gold glow turning into a soft pink gold glow. That is the color of our feminine healing. And let the energy you just created, that you cultivated within your practice, let that settle in where it's needed the most. There's nothing that you need to do, nowhere you need to be. As we are here, this is your receiving moment. take a cleansing breath here, in through our nose, out through the mouth. Start to get some movement back into your toes, your fingertips. And bringing your arms up overhead into a full body stretch. And then coming down, bringing your hands to your heart center, and just letting them rest on top of one another. Using this moment to honor your softness, honor your strength. Just take a breath here in together. This breath is for who you were, who you are, and who are you becoming. And as you exhale, your affirmation is, I rise into softness. I heal in truth. I am whole. I want to thank every single one of you for sharing this space with me, trusting me and guiding you today. I want you to carry this calm with you. Move slowly, breathe deeply, stay soft and grounded. And just keep listening to your body because it always knows the way. And then one final together breath in through our nose. And then open mouth, exhale. And with that, our practice is complete. Feel free to take your time to come up into a seated position. Just allowing the sensations to be wherever they are happening. So I hope for all our beginners for this class, hopefully this was a good experience for you. This is, I guess, yoga according to Almie, in my efforts in nurturing our feminine wellness, our feminine well-being, and an opportunity for us to really be in our bodies and understand.